Year's winner, Star of Florida, was set out the favourite at $2.15.
Very, very quickly is Star of Florida. And around the corner comes the talented sprinter from Brisbane, and he's 3 lengths in front of Ancient Song in Deriba. Followed on the outside by Mystegic, and further back is Hasner and Academe. Patrick Payne shaking up Star of Florida. 2 lengths, Mystegic running a great race. Star of Florida's a little tired. Mystegic about a length behind him. It's Star of Florida hanging on, and he wins his second successive challenge. It's Star of Florida from Mystegic, Hasner and Ancient Song, and then a gap to Majestic Fiesta, Academe, Enderiba, and Lucky Night was last.
56.39 and a new record and an outstanding performance marked by Star of Florida.
Yes, no wonder he got a little bit tired when they're running that sort of time. 56.39, obviously a track record there for the horse. But look, they'll head on to the Galaxy now. They're very happy with the horse, the connections there. Spoke to Patrick Payne last night at the steer riding, or at the fundraiser that we had for Mrs. Fiona Walters, and he was very happy with the win. Why wouldn't you be? I know it's a little bit extra distance, the Galaxy, but look, he's going to be very hard to beat. Like the way it got to the line there, Star of Florida. So all things going well for Star of Florida.
And a nice run by the second place getter to Mystegic.
Yes, he impressed me as well. You could see that he just couldn't catch Star of Florida, but I'm sure once he steps up over a little bit further ground, well, we're going to see the horse very, very competitive indeed.
There's a lot of talk in the last event of the reappearance of Murphy's Blue Boy. Well documented the problems the horse has had, and it was set out the $3 favourite in race 8.
Long margin Deranged Desert Ransom, and the others are headed there by Happy Way. Straightening up, and Murphy's Blue Boy, he's a length and a half on. Sports Prat giving chase now, and then Pat Pong on the outside. Ford goes for Murphy's Blue Boy. Sports Prat's coming at him solidly. Murphy's Blue Boy grabbed by Sports Prat. Sports Prat put his nose in front of Murphy's Blue Boy, and Sports Prat beat Murphy's Blue Boy. Deranged ran third, and fourth Pat Pong. Desert Ransom rattled home, then Sam sung a song. Our Jinmar Happy Ways, followed by
Sports Prat taking out the prize over Murphy's Blue Boy. The time, 13.18, the last 634.01, and a horse that's been out of action for over a year, broken-winded, but it looks like on that run, Mark, Murphy's Blue Boy's come back bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, Rod, well, I spoke to Andrew Bensley, who in turn spoke to Joseph Pride, and Joseph Pride, the trainer, of course, of Murphy's Blue Boy, he's wrapped in the run. He thought the horse has come through the race very well, and now it's onto the Galaxy for Murphy's Blue Boy. He's only got 50.5 in that race, and they may raise the weights 1 kilogram for the Galaxy. But look, if the trainer's happy, it's come through the race well, well then Murphy's Blue Boy straight into the Galaxy, and we might see a very good run from Murphy's Blue Boy, because we know he can go very fast, as he's shown when he came down to Melbourne. He was the boom horse, of course, but a few things have gone wrong since. But Joseph Pride's got the horse going well, and he'll be, I think he might be hard to beat in a race like the Galaxy, although it will be, the 1100 metres is the trip.
And Mark, just before you go, talking about Saturday's racing, Victorian or Melbourne horses in particular to the 4, taking out 4 of the 8 at Rose Hill. Yes,
it was great to see. We always are looking, keep a close watch on those Melburnians getting up to Sydney, and it was great to see. And I'll be there this week, seeing everyone up there and hopefully enjoying the carnival, the Golden Slipper, and also the Derby weekend.
All right, Mark, and your thoughts on the protest? There's been a lot of debate, pro and con, about the decision.
Yeah, well, everyone's got their opinion, of course, on protests, and of course the steward's decision is final. I look at it this way. I used to work behind the scenes a little bit with the stewards, with Stewards Films, and the way I see it is, if there's any doubt that that horse, the winner, was not going to, or I mean the horse that was checked wasn't going to win, well then I don't think you should uphold the race. It's only if it's clear-cut that that horse would have beaten the horse in front of it or who it's protesting against. So I think there was a fair bit of, well, conjecture about whether it would have beat the winner and the second horse as well. Probably it should have been upheld to beat the second into second place, but I'm not quite sure whether or not it should have been upheld for first as well. But I'm not the steward. I didn't have the advantage of looking at the head-on and many times, and also the back shot, the side-on shot. You've got to see it numerous times to really decide whether or not the race should be upheld. But you've got to be clear-cut, and I believe that the stewards have to be unanimous and in deciding a protest decision. I just feel that was a little bit, well, we've seen it here in Melbourne happen before, many years ago with a horse called Our Poetic Prince, lost the Caulfield Guineas to Marwong, who was beaten a long way when the jockey there on Our Poetic Prince, I think it was Noel Harris, I'm not sure, or Elliott, I'm not sure, Rob Elliott, but he eased up in the last few hundred metres, or last 100 metres, and was only won by a length and a half, and the race was upheld. So we've seen some interesting protests over the years. That'll be another one that goes down in history.
And a jolly shame about the 2-year-old Alizé in the first event.
Oh, a very good horse. I think it would have been very hard to beat in a race like the Golden Slipper. A very professional horse, races up on the speed, and just did everything right, straight as a gun barrel. Alizé would have been very hard to beat, I feel, but I'm hoping and fingers crossed that Alinghi can win the big race. So
you're an Alinghi fan?
I am. Friends of mine in partnership in Alinghi. In fact, early days I was offered a little bit of it, would I like to come in and put some money up and into this horse that we didn't know was Alinghi at the time. Sure enough, as the old story goes, I missed out, but congratulations to them. They're doing a marvellous job with the horse, and let's hope it does win the Slipper on Saturday.
And Mark, there's no chance that they might reconsider and let you come in now?
Well, not for the money that was offered back then. I think I'd need about 200,000 or 300,000 for a little share, but they might even sell it then.
Fair enough. All right, Mark, thank you very much for your time this morning. Very much appreciated. Mark Guest with Inside Running. That is it for us, and stand by for live racing throughout the day and into the night here on Sky.